Push it. Push it. Come on. Come on. Come on.
As I got older, my motivation changed because people started coming up to me and asking me, what do you do? How do you look like that? What is it? And to me, it was always just an outlet to do something. And then when I saw that it could influence other people or even help somebody else, that became a motivation. The thing that a lot of times you see people settle, or they would say settling down or anything like that. So me, I think some people criticize me because I always want more, but that's just that advice that he gave me was never settle. Always try to do a little bit more.
I always wanted to join the Army, so that's what I did. And I felt that was a good decision for me and my daughter because I had her actually when I was 16. And to be able to do something greater, something bigger than myself, was definitely a motivating factor. But when you deploy, I did it as a way for survival. You know, because over there you don't know what to expect or things of that nature. And we didn't have much. We weren't at a big fob or we weren't at a big base. We pretty much just had an outpost and weights. You could lift weights as much as you wanted to. And so the way I saw it was to lift weights as another way to survive, and lift weights as continue to do it as my stress relief. And I think fitness-wise, I saw the most growth in my body over there because I saw it as a life or death option, as a way to help me to survive. And I think it was the best thing for me at that time. And once, when you leave something, you start to realize how much you missed it. And since I was fairly new to training, once I joined the Army and I couldn't do it anymore, I couldn't help people in that way, I found out that training is what I liked. It's what I want to do. I want to live forever, not in the sense, I know I'm not naive to think that I'm gonna live forever, but I want to be the best me that I can be as long as I can be. I would love to say that I was 60 something going to the gym every single day with no back pain and I died in the gym, or if I die later, I still want to be able to say, hey, they'll say every single day you went to the gym for an hour a day. That's my passion, just to live a life that other people will acknowledge something that I've done. Things that I do, just who I am. Someone first starting out is to fight through it, fight through the pain. The next thing is to ask questions, ask as many questions, right? And once they tell you an answer, don't think of that answer as the answer. Go then and look it up. I had to eventually transition to start reading on my own and figuring out things because there's going to come a time where you know when someone gives you an answer it's not correct, but at least that answer will spark interest. So fight through it. Fight through the pain of going to the gym. It's just like anything else that you have interest in. You don't just play a video game and die and say, okay, I'm done playing. Or you go get a strategy guide and figure out how to beat that level. So that's the same way fitness is. Find your strategy guide and create it yourself. The more you can do yourself, the better off you're going to be.
That's definitely my motivation now as I get older, to try to help people live a healthy lifestyle all around with balance.
It isn't about you versus somebody else. It's always going to be you trying to improve on yourself. because that's, it goes back to, never be satisfied. But never be satisfied in yourself, but don't knock down yourself from time to time just because you don't compare to somebody else. Because we're all designed differently, and that's the thing you have to keep in mind when you work out, is you're trying to design yourself to be what you want to be ultimately, but don't let that be somebody else. Thanking people, I would thank, obviously my family, obviously my faith, God, all those things. But otherwise, truly, I want to thank anybody who's into fitness. And that's what I think. Anybody who sees nutrition or dieting or working out or running or playing a sport, I gotta thank them, because that's what I want to do. Hector Sobers, FitFamSA's first interview. Appreciate it.